at a one-on-one. How many of you guys go to a party or have a client and you're like, it's amazing, it's great, there was all these people here, it was so much fun, and then you leave and you're like, I only had like $200 in sales. Like, what just happened? There were 14 people here. Like, you guys, that happens, right? Yeah, all right, thank you. One person in the back raising their hand. You're the only honest person in this room. That's okay, it happens to me all the time. So, woo! Thank you. Okay, so I came into direct sales, I came into LimeLight with no direct sales background whatsoever. But what I did come into LimeLight with is I used to be a trainer for cosmetic brand, and my job was to teach people how to close a sale. So if you ever have a question, please inbox me on how to do that. If you ever have a specific or you're like really need some guidance, I'm happy to do that. But today I'm gonna go over a couple things that I think are great tips and tricks, and Lindsay's gonna help me on this. She's gonna pretend to be my client, and you guys are gonna be the party. Okay, so you guys are all the party. So now the one thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through I don't want to take too long, so I am going to kind of skip a couple parts, but I just want to hit the main points to start stirring ideas for you. Big chair, maybe come into the tall chair so I can pop right into a tall chair. And that also that we can dive into a little bit later, get a little bit more detailed on later. Maybe, if we have extra time over here, maybe at Palooza. How many of you guys are going to LimeLight Palooza? Okay, here's the real question. How many of you are going to Mexico? Woo! I know you're not going because I want the tan that those two people over there have right now, because they were there for one day and they're like, whoa, it was amazing. So a couple things that I learned in doing sales and in doing sales in cosmetics is a couple of main points. One, it's not about us being a makeup artist. And that is why so many people who are not makeup artists are amazing. About us being a makeup artist. It's about teaching them to be their own makeup artist, because I can do their makeup all day long, right? But I want to sell them product and they go home and they go, what do I do with this? You all know her, she's the host of this party. She's amazing. She is the one that is going to be rocking this party out with me today. So, first and foremost, since you do me a favor, I want you to hold this mirror. Okay, so the important thing I need you to hold this mirror because it is more important that you know what you're doing than I know what you're doing. Your hair is great. It's gorgeous. This is going to make it better when you do your makeup. So this thing, I need you to hold your mirror right here. Because guess what? I can do this. I need you to see it in front of you. It's the most important thing. I'm going to do one of your eyes. I'm going to have you do the other eye. And If I know that you know how to do it, if I know that you know how to rock it, then we're going to move on to the next thing. Is everybody okay with that? If I do one eye, can you follow the other eye? Can you guys pick out colors? Ask me if you need any help, okay? So, Lindsay, we're going to go through some skincare. I'm sorry, I did that shit because I can't even see your face. Lindsay, tell me a little bit about your skin type. Tell me a little about your skin.
I am oily skin.
Okay, do you actually use moisturizer on a regular basis? Yes. What type of moisturizer do you use? Not LimeLight. Because she doesn't work with LimeLight yet.
Neutrogena.
That is a great brand. Okay, so what are we doing? We're going to always confirm everything that they know. We're always going to make them feel good about themselves, right? But we're going to educate them at the same time. That's awesome. Neutrogena is a really great product. Did you have oily acneic skin as a kid?
Yes.
Great. That's probably when you started using Neutrogena, right? Because your skin's amazing now. So Neutrogena is an amazing product. Unfortunately, Neutrogena is really to clear acne, and your skin's amazing. We don't need to clear any acne anymore. So let's work with a product that's going to make your skin amazing for the rest of your life. So I'm going to show you some products from LimeLight. Is that okay?
Yes.
Great. So the first thing I'm going to show you is, and this is when you start going through products, you guys. Go through a couple of things. So you know that she's oily, and we've asked what she uses. She uses Neutrogena. Neutrogena is for oily skin, right? For oily acneic skin, which her skin is fabulous. Right? So we're going to teach her that it's possible that the Neutrogena, and this is not about Neutrogena, you guys, this is just like an educational process. Your skin is probably excessively oily if you're not hydrating it enough. So I'm telling you, well, you know what? Neutrogena, while it's really great, is probably not enough moisture for you. So your skin is an organ. It's possible that it's overproducing oil trying to hydrate itself because you're not giving it the moisture that it needs. So I'm going to give you something a little bit more hydrating, okay? So, you know, put moisturizer on. She's got makeup on. I can do this. So moisturizer on. Great. So I put on One Drop Wonder. It's an amazing product. I'm just kidding. I don't have it. I'm going to put on Skin Therapist. It's an amazing product, and I'm going to start stacking products, you guys. This is what you're going to learn in your video. The Skin Therapist. It's an amazing product. It's super hydrating for your skin, but it's nice and light for the summertime. Have you ever heard of Sotox before?
No.
Have you ever heard of La Mer?
No.
Never heard of La Mer? Oh my gosh. Have any of you guys ever heard of La Mer? Does anyone know who Jennifer Lopez is? Because her body's amazing and so is her skin. She actually buys a gallon of La Mer once a week. This is at least the story that I've heard from them. It's $1,500. That's how they quoted at the La Mer counter. And she slathers it all over her whole body. And that is how she looks amazing and all the other dancing and everything else she does, which is perfect. But they have a product in La Mer, and it's called the Sanji mushroom. And guess what? We have it in our Sotox as well. And it is what works on dark spots and fine lines. And it's only a fraction of the cost. We'll make Jennifer look. We make it a gallon for you. If you want to be Jennifer Lopez, we make it a gallon for you. But we're not that yet. Michelle's over here. If you have any suggestions, we need a gallon of Sotox. So, but we're gonna put a little Sotox on. This is gonna be your first product for fine lines and large pores. And you're gonna put that on, and then you're gonna put some Skin Therapist on top of that. Okay, great. So this is where we start doing the trick, you guys. And this is gonna be part of like the video that I'm gonna do. You see how I pulled the things out that we were doing, and I actually in real life would have put them on your face, right? My bag that I have at a party, I start pushing all the other skincare away. Anything that is not what I told her to use, I push away. Because now it's not confusing. How many times have you gotten to the end of a sale and there's so much product there that people are so confused? And they go, wait, what did I just put on my face? Right? So we're gonna push those things away, and if my bag is there, I actually just put it in my bag. Great, so now your skin is amazing. We're gonna work on eyes, because how many times have you put on your foundation and then you did your eyes and then you have all this fallout and then you have to wipe away your concealer, and that's just a mess. Nobody has time for that, right? I don't know nobody has time for that. So we're gonna do a little bit of concealer first. We're gonna pick a couple eyeshadows out. What color eyeshadows do you like to wear? Neutral. I like to wear neutral. What shadows do you have on, like browns or pinks? Browns and pinks. Okay, great. So since you already have some browns and pinks, we actually at LimeLight have some other amazing colors. Do you guys all usually use neutrals here? Like all the ladies here at the party, do ladies and gentlemen usually use neutrals? Is that kind of like your thing? Okay. So I want to show you guys a couple of products that can go with the neutrals that you have at home, because I want to make sure you guys use the products that you have at home, because I don't want you to spend money on something that is then not use it. So I'm going to supplement, and we're going to wardrobe our products. Has anyone ever heard of wardrobing makeup before? So you know you have like your wardrobe at home, that you might have your beach wardrobe, and you might have your going out wardrobe, and you might have your work wardrobe. So if you can start combining your makeup into wardrobing, So this is the product I use when it's hot and I'm going to the beach. This is the product I use when I'm going fancy pants out and wearing my fancy pants heels, not the flip-flops I'm wearing right now, and the fancy pants dress. And then we're going to have the makeup that's super quick and easy, the 5-minute makeup, and I actually put it into different bags. So it's kind of cool. You guys might need some extra ways to put that in. So,
Figure out makeup.
okay, great. So we have this pink colors. We know that you have this pink right here, and we know that you have this brown right here. I'm going to put these grays on you, and I want to sell you. I want to show you a quad of other products that go with the shadows that you currently use, because I want you to wardrobe those for a different fancy pants day. Perfect. Does everybody look at the eyeshadows on your table? Those eyeshadows, do you guys have some ones that you think could be added to the products that you have at home right now?
I think it's nice.
Those are really good, right? Okay, so pick up, flip it over, see the number on there, see the name on this sheet. You guys write those down, the 4 that you think would be so amazing to add to the other products you have at home, no matter what the brand is, right? Okay, because we can do this in the closet, saves you a little bit of money. Who doesn't want to save some money, right? Save a little money, okay. So, we're gonna set this down here. So I'm kind of going in and out of actually working with client and talking to you guys as a class. So we're gonna have our skincare here, we're gonna have our eyeshadows here because this is step 2. I'm gonna push away anything that we're not using at that time. Now we're going to do foundation. Does everybody here know how to color match? You can color match yourself or as an artist or as a laminate person. Do you know how to color match people? So the best way to do it is on a woman, or really mostly on a woman because of our hormones. You wanna do 3 stripes right here because as women, we're hormonal and our color changes right here. Right? So this is the best place to match people. Do 3 colors until you become the expert of just seeing it and being able to see what to do. So I'm going to take a little brush here, and since I'm one-handed, I'm going to do this.
Do you need help?
Okay, so look in the mirror for me if you can. Perfect. I want you to see the perfect lighting. Here and here. Which one is the best color, do you think?
That one.
The middle one? I think that's the best one too. I actually think that you could be the middle one or the outer one, but I think that the middle one is a little bit more golden because it's summertime. Are you going to get more tan during the summer?
Absolutely.
Okay, well then we definitely want to get you into that color because at wintertime we can get you another color and get you ready for the winter time. Perfect. So that was Gina Beige. I'm going to color on here. And we're going to set that aside. And I'm going to pull that out here for you guys. For you. I'm going to put this other color back here because that's not for you. You don't need those colors. And then, does everybody like to do a little bit of contour? Who likes to contour? Who likes to Kim K contour? Let's just be real, you know that you do. No? Good, very good. Okay, so we're gonna do a little non-Kim Kardashian color. I call it uncooked contour. You've seen my video. And we're going to use a bronzer, a highlighter, and blush. Okay, and this is great. Has anyone ever heard of using the Nike swoop? No? Oh, I mean, it's a Chicago thing. Okay. So, a Nike swoop is, we're going to take a little bit of bronzer, we're going to do a backwards 3 and a Nike swoop. So I'm going to take my little arch blush brush, this is a really great brush to use. I'm going to push back Lindsay's hair just so you can see what I'm doing. And we're going to go here. This is the Nike swoop, right underneath that cheekbone. Can all of you guys do me a favor and help you find your cheekbones? Does everybody feel their cheekbone right here for me? Now roll it down until you feel it dip. Stick your finger in there. Now go up. See when you hit a bone? That's where your bronzer's supposed to go. Not all over here. Okay. So that's where we're going to put our bronzer. We're going to put our bronzer right here. This is where that Nike swoop goes. And this will actually give you quite a bit of color. And then whatever's left on your brush, you guys, do backwards 3 and underneath the chin. Because when you think about it, we're trying to create a shadow. Because if you're a chubby chica like myself, we need that to go away. So we're going to create that underneath here. We don't want it up here because then that's going to make you look like you don't have a job. We want it to go underneath here because that's going to get rid of that extra love. Lindsay doesn't have it. Her skin is perfect. So we're going to go right underneath here. So you guys can all take your brushes and do that on yourself. And then above your it's hitting the cheekbone. We want that cheekbone to pop up. We want that cheekbone to look the biggest and brightest that it possibly can. We're going to take our highlighter, and if you're really fair, this actually can be used as a blush too, but this is our highlighter, and we're going to put, I'm trying to make it. You're so pretty. You're like pretty. All right, I'm going to make you jail and bronze up. Okay. So we're going to go right up on top of the cheekbone here, but who wants 2 stripes on their face? Nobody wants 2 stripes on their face, right? So what do we use blush for? We use blush to blend them together. So we're going to use, I'm going to use a little peachy, because I can. Does anybody have any of those colors in front of them, those shadows? What is everybody's favorite blush color that is not LimeLight? Shout it out for me. Orgasm, I mean, anyway, but that is a great color, right? So has anybody noticed that our colors are really similar to some of the most popular colors out there? But something that you're gonna really notice is our pigment is insane. So when you go to pick up this blush brush, you guys, be really, really careful. Tap into it slightly. Do a little bit of this action on the back, because if you go like this, the way you're used to doing blush with non-professional makeup, it's gonna be crazy. And Lindsay doesn't want me to make her look crazy, right? Or maybe she does.
I like blush.
She likes blush, so maybe we're gonna do that. Okay, so we're gonna go right in between the two and give her lots of color right there. So now if you look at her face and you start looking at the contour, everybody has a different face shape, but if you actually stick to those little tips and tricks, you're going to have a great contour. And you're going to be able to see, if you just do one side of your face actually to start, you're going to actually see a really big difference in the other side of your face. So she picked, so let's see, Lindsay, I don't know what you guys picked. Since we should have a table of products together, why don't you just write down for me on your order form, we'll circle things you want later, but on your order form, why don't you write down the 3 colors that you use, your contour, your highlighter, and your blush. We'll call it your trio. You can actually save a little money that way at the end of the day, but this is a really easy way that LimeLight puts things together. So we're gonna put down your blush, your highlighter, and your bronzer. And then we're gonna set things out with the perfect powder. Has anyone ever used or seen on like People magazine when they see those white stripes of powder underneath somebody's eye on the red carpet? You've all seen it, right? It's not really. But this is a translucent powder. This is a powder that is actually completely going to buff down the look of your pores, and we're only going to put it where we didn't put your bronzer and your highlighter, because A, it's safe sheet powder, and B, when you put your bronzer and your highlighter and your blush on a liquid makeup, it sticks better, so it's going to stay longer in the day. If you put powder on top of powder, it doesn't stick. We don't want to save your money, we want to save our products. Come on, let's be real. So we're just going to go down the center of the face and down the nose. And we're going to completely bypass the cheeks. I mean,
I'm satisfied.
You're amazing. So can you guys all do that for me? And then let's all write down the perfect powder, because it's perfect and it's powder. And we all need powder, it's perfect, so we're just going to do that. So we're going to go over lips. We're going to go over the 3 lips. We're going to do lip liner, lip stain, and lip gloss. Do you like lip gloss? Do you like a lip stain?
I love lip stain.
Lip stain, I like lip stain too. Who here likes to mix their lipsticks and lip stains? Is everybody, I mean, seriously, you only need like 4 of each thing, or 12. But you guys can pick all the different colors, and you just needed like a little array, and then you can wardrobe whatever you like, right? So, so we're gonna take, these are the 4 liners, and you guys, have you ever seen nude liners, or used to go into makeup counters where there's like 25 different colors, and they're like, but this one matches perfect. You need 4. Okay, unless you just like never wear red, in which case you should, and you should wear red, because that's amazing. But if you don't wear red, that's okay, maybe you don't wear red. But these nude colors can go with anything, right? They can go with anything, and they can completely change your lip color. So today I want you guys to do me a favor. I want you to pick a lip liner that you would never wear. Or, if you want to get really good with this, make the person next to you pick a lip liner for you that you would never wear. Who wants to pick a lip liner color for Lindsay? Shout it out. What color are we gonna use? Red. Red?
I hate red.
Okay.
Your team really loves you.
Every single person in this room said red.
Okay, so I actually wasn't planning on putting this on, but should we?
Yes.
Thanks, Lindsay. Okay. These are brand new, so they're fine. Okay. Okay.
You want me to not?
Yeah, I'm gonna try. Go pretend. Pretend that Lindsay loves
What do I do with my lips?
So I like to have
You don't know what to do with my
lipstick or
hand.
lip stain on people. Actually, just keep your lips closed, because it gives a little bit of tension for me. And I'm going to line the lip. Oh, this is pressure. There's people watching me. Are you guys all doing this liner with me? You guys pick a lip liner out, and we're gonna see what each other did. And then write down the color you think you would never, ever, ever wear on your order form. That's the color I want to see. And don't lie. Don't lie. I know you're going to lie. Don't lie. I want to see the color you'd never wear. Okay, this is the kind of cool thing about our lip liner. You actually can kind of just draw it in like a 2-year-old would draw it in, and then just rub your lips together and it's fine. So, perfect, thanks. This takes a lot less time. Oh, you look good in red lips, Lindsay.
Let's see, Lindsay.
Woo! I liked it.
Oh!
Thank you.
There's been a shift in the force.
So we know that this is the lip liner. The lip liner, you guys know you would never, ever, ever, ever wear. That is on your order form, right? Right. All of you guys. That is the one I am putting down for Lindsay because this is Lindsay's new color she's taking home. She just doesn't know it yet. That's okay. Okay, what color lip stain do you guys think we should wear? Now we have a couple of different stains. We have one called, oh, I don't think I have big enough hands to do this. Okay, we have wedding cake. We have salted caramel. Sorry guys, I need more hands. We have sugar plum, which is kind of like a berry, beautiful color. Who was it actually yesterday that told me their color car was sugar plum? Oh, Shannon, who's not here today. She was like, I'm outside in the sugar plum colored car. And I was like, and guess what? Her car was sugar plum color. It really was. Oh, well, that's on the floor now. Hold on. Okay. And then we have macaroon, which is kind of, actually, does anybody know the real story about macaroon? Has anyone been to a LimeLight party before? Does anybody know where this came from? Not Erin Gobin, because I know she's been around long enough to know this. And she's being pretty funny. She's gonna look at me like she doesn't know. Okay, so when we had a color called creme brulee, and we had a color called wedding cake, all the beauty guys at LimeLight used to mix them together. And then Michelle listened and thought it was such a great idea, so she made macaroon. Whose favorite color is macaroon?
Actually, mine.
Thank you, Michelle. So we have macaroon. That's an awesome color. We already did that color. Cherry pie. Now we already know that Lindsay doesn't really care for red. I mean, it's really her favorite color. She's keeping it as a secret. But she really doesn't do red. So let's mix it up with something else. What other color do you think we should mix with this red liner? Cupcake? Do we have a cupcake in here?
No.
Of course that's the color I don't have right now.
How about
Sugar plum?
you guys? What would you do to this poor girl if you didn't like her? I wonder.
What would you do if you didn't like her? What color would you put on her? Oh, look, we've got this fabulous dad over here with a cupcake.
Oh snap!
This is what I'm wearing today. I'm wearing the red liner and looking at a cupcake. Okay, so cupcake, the brightest color on the planet, which is awesome. When you mix it with the red, it kind of becomes a neon orange. I love it. So you guys look at this set of lip stains that you have on your table, and I want you to pick the color you would never ever think to put with your lip liner color that you would never ever buy because it's the wrong color for you, right? Because this is makeup, and guess what? Makeup comes off. It's not a tattoo, so if you don't like it, you can take it off, right? So let's be experimental with our products, you guys. Let's try things that you would never try in a million years, and let's try it because it comes off, and then we make fun of each other. It's good. So we're gonna put a little bit of cupcake on this. And she's amazing. She's a Barbie doll. What is happening, Lindsay? It's unfair. My goodness, oh. You guys. Kind of gorgeous. Oh, rub it together, Lindsay, and show everybody your lips. Okay, who else found an awesome color combination? What is your favorite color combination out there? Somebody shout it out. Liner. It's gonna be a liner and a stain. What's your favorite color combination?
2 and macaroon.
Oh God, you guys, come on. We're in Texas. You guys all know glitter lipstick. Sugar. Ooh, that's a good one. Sugar. Oh, you have on right now? Oh, sexy. Today, I'm actually wearing 3 colors. Well, I don't even know what's still on, but I'm wearing red lip liner, cupcake, and wedding cake because I like a really red lip.
I'm not wiping them off, I swear.
It's happening. She's getting out the makeup wipes. What did you do?
I'm wiping them.
Okay. Okay, so everybody pick down. Now I want you to write down next to the lip liner color that you would never ever wear in a million years. You would never wear, but it's on your order form. Write down the lip stain that you would never ever wear that's also on your order form because it made you do it. So everybody write that down for me. And if it's something really wacky, go ahead and try it on because I want you guys to try fun new things. And like I said, it's not a tattoo. It comes off. I mean, tattoos come off nowadays too, so it could be better if you want to, but it's not now. It's makeup. It takes the makeup remover. You just wipe it right off, okay? So one of the things that I know you guys all, I'm sorry, I'm stepping outside of the party for 1 second. One of the things you guys can't see that I'm doing, and again, I said I would put this in a video, is how I am really lining things up and how I'm pushing things aside that we're not using. And really, that's the important thing about what I'm trying to demo for you guys right now. And so when I get to the end of a party, and I know we haven't gone through mascara and liner, and we have all those kinds of makeup tricks in the Empire, in Photo Library, on my page, is that we have now only the things in front of her that she already told me she loves. So I put it on her, she told me she loves it, I put it in front, I put it over here, I've now only put the things in front on here that she already told me she loves it once. So now I'm gonna go back through it. This is what I tell the client. So Lindsay, thank you so much. Okay, so you look amazing. Thanks for being my model. So we put on the Sotox here, we put on the Skin Therapist, because remember, that's what's really going to rehydrate your skin, right? Okay, and then we took this eyeshadow palette and we decided that we're gonna wardrobe with your pinks and your browns. We're gonna put some grays on there, maybe a little purple, create a quad for you that's going to be the perfect one for your neutrals, right?
Yes.
Perfect. So then I put on the Magic Liner Pen and the Magic Mascara that is obviously incredible, right? Great. And the foundation color we picked for you, actually you picked it for us, the middle one, that's the one you decided to go with, right? That's awesome. Okay, so we have the newest, best trio of blush for you. We decided peachy was the right color, right? Great. And that's a trio, and we decided, the whole room at least decided, that you really love red. It's your new favorite color, right? Okay, but we know that you may not always wear red because red's going to be the new breakout color for you. It's not something you're going to go to the gym wearing. So what would be another color that I have over here that you would really like? Maybe a gloss or a stain?
I love the creme brulee.
Okay, so a good neutral.
And grace. Or bliss.
Creme brulee.
Bliss.
Oh, bliss is a good one.
Bliss.
Okay, so put a little creme brulee right here and a little bliss. So now we have, we've got a neutral here that you picked out, which is great. And we have your new favorite duo, which is great because we know you're going to love it. So this is great. So we have all these things in front of you, the brushes that we use. I'm gonna place those right here because we know you need some tools. So this is really great. Is there any questions that you have for me about any of the products that I put on you?
No, I love them all.
I
think they're
so easy. Now, does everybody have the products that they wrote in front of them, put out everything else is pushed away, just the colors that you have in front of you, right? Perfect. Now I want you guys to do me a favor. I want you to go back and circle every single thing that you want to take home with you tonight because we've already filtered out everything we know that you don't want. Okay, so I'm going to write these things down in your order form for you, Lindsay, and if you have any questions, go ahead and ask me, but walk around, let's help other people out. What are you going to say?
I was going to say, I don't think I need the brushes.
You don't need the brushes? Okay, no problem. Let me put those away. Does everybody else have brushes that they love at home? Perfect. Anybody else need brushes? Anybody need brush questions? You guys are good? Oh my gosh, you guys already have amazing brushes. That's awesome. I love this group of people. So I'm going to put these brushes over here because Lindsay already has them. So did you guys catch what she just did? Does that happen to you? Ever? I don't need that. Okay, great. Perfect. Agree with them. They don't need it. Because guess what? If they buy everything from you today and you sell them too much stuff, you are the person they don't like. You're the person they're not going to come back to. And you want every single person to come back into your chair 2 to 3 times a year. I'd rather somebody buy $200 every time they see me than $500 once a year. And I'm the person that pushed too much product on them. They come and see me every time something's special. They buy a couple $100 here and there, and that's perfect. I might even look at something and say, Lindsay, I know you're probably not going to wear this red, right?
I'm never going to wear it.
Are you sure you're never going to wear this red? Okay, then I'm actually going to take this back from you because I don't want you to go home with something that you're not going to love. Okay? Sorry, guys. Lindsay has defeated us in our bread making lip situation. Okay, so I'm going to write this down now. Everybody, if you have face charts, did everybody take notes on what I was telling everybody how to do? So while you guys are around drinking, writing down things, I'm going to walk around, and if you guys have any questions about the order forms that you have in front of you, let me know. Otherwise, have some drinks, have something to eat. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm here to answer anything you have. If you need me to do like a little eye on you, I know that you guys probably did an amazing job. I can see you all here and you look great. If you need some blending or you need some tips and tricks, come on over. I also have a VIP group. If you guys are on Facebook, bring up your Facebook over here on your phone and I'll add you to my group. It'll be really great. You can always get tips and tricks from me there, okay? So, okay, end of prayer. Okay. Okay. And so, one of the things that we really want to talk about, I know it's kind of hard because you guys are sitting here and you can't exactly see what we're doing, but it's really important that if you were to be able to see what I've done on this table, there's like 10 things here. How many times have you gone to a counter and it's so messy when they finish doing your makeup, you have no idea what they put on your face? And it's confusing. And now they're trying to sell you things, and it's really confusing. Let's not do that to our clients. Let's remove the excess, right? That's really important. Second thing, making somebody look in the mirror while you're doing their makeup. Again, because it's the most important thing is that they know how to do their makeup, not you know how to do their makeup, right? Because we're not doing their wedding makeup or we're not doing their event makeup, we're selling them product. And it's really important that they go home and then tell all their friends how easy it was to put on this makeup and how great it was at your party, because now you taught them how to do it and now empowered they feel. Because that'll make them want to come back, right? The last thing is doing things like the takeaway, and it's not intentional, like don't be like, oh, take it away, take it away. It's not about that. It's about realizing don't oversell your clients. You guys, that's, like nobody wants that. And this is with LimeLight. We're not here, yeah, we all want to make money, but that's not why we're here. We're really here to service clients, right? We're really here to help people out. So let's make sure we send them home with what they really love, what they really want, and if they need a little bit extra time with us later, let's set up a one-on-one with them, okay? I think I was gonna say last but not least, obviously make sure you're being sanitary. Oh, Michelle, what questions?
Have you ever said to people when Lindsay's got her stuff there, have you ever told the crowd that, you know what, Lindsay's gonna get some of these free because of
I do.
Purchasing that, or is that icky? I don't, what's the feel on that at a party?
I don't.
I'll tell you what I do, and then you guys can maybe please jump in. I don't do it when people are sitting here because then it makes them think I'm selling them something. And it makes people, in my opinion, it makes people think that Lindsay's doing it for other reasons, that you're there for a different reason. But again, would you agree with me? You probably do things differently.
I mention it a lot more casually than that. And Mary Kay, I know you push it harder, and Mary Kay's very good at it.
Yeah.
But she's very good at it. When it comes from Mary Kay, it sounds very sincere. It sounds like I want you guys are here to help your friend, and she's very excited. When I say it, it's like, buy stuff so your friends can get free stuff. Okay?
Yeah. That's how it is for me
As the
too.
orders are getting tallied, you could also say, oh my gosh, it looks like your host is gonna get some really good stuff for free. And then building that.
I do too, or people say like, I really want all this stuff, but I don't know that I can afford it. I'll be like, you know what, you should get a couple things today and then run me a party at your house. That's when I'll say it, more of a one-on-one situation. That's what I do. I think that really, when it comes to the end of closing a sale, and I want to cap this point before I forget to do it, is you've done three things. One, I've showed it to her, and I only left the things out that she told me that she loved. I reconfirmed with her because I recapped it, and she confirmed that she loved it, and then I assumed the sale. That is the most important thing I can teach you guys about sales. Assume the sale. You've done it. She's agreed to it. You recapped it. She agreed to it again. Why would she not be buying it? Don't be scared. If somebody says I can't afford it, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that, right? There's nothing wrong with that. They might come back and see you later. Some of my best clients are people that could not afford things the first time I saw them. And because I didn't push it on them, and it didn't make them feel guilty or weird, or I didn't get awkward about it, they came back to me when they could. And some of those are some of my best clients.
And it piggybacks on this a little bit. When I first started doing this, it was very hard for me to ask people to give me money or give me some sort of payment. And I was making a huge mistake. I was assuming what the person or the customer was willing to pay. I was assuming. I was pushing on them what I was comfortable paying at a party, but what you don't remember sometimes is you don't know if your customer just dropped her entire makeup bag and it's smashed and she needs all new makeup. Or she's really unhappy with her Lancome and she's looking to try something new and she's come to this party willing and looking to spend $250. And I had to stop putting my budget onto my customers. And the minute I stopped doing that and assuming that what they wanted to pay was what I was willing to pay, it really changed for me. So I think that's what you're saying is a really important point.
And I think as a side note, I just did this at a party and it was extremely successful to me, so I want to give you this tip. Maybe you're already doing this, but I was at a party and this woman really loved it, but she told me she has allergies. Who's heard that before? I have allergies, I need to wear it a couple days. That's maybe true sometimes, but also it's probably maybe they're feeling a little hesitant, they don't know, maybe they're not really sure about the product, and that's okay. I'm not going to call them out on it, right? I know what she's saying. She was not allergic to anything, and I was fine with that, but she was comfortable saying that to me, right? And that's what she was comfortable saying. And she doesn't know me. She doesn't know that I'm cool. I mean, guys, I'm super cool. She doesn't know that. Okay? I don't care. But like, I was like, great. I was like, you know what, do me a favor. So I kind of pulled her, not even like pull her aside, but I was sitting there like, yeah, like write all this stuff down. Just let's write down what you loved. I'm like, it's okay. No, just don't write your credit card down here. That's totally fine. I'm like, I'm actually going to give you the back of the sheet so you have something to think about later. Do you want me to add you into my VIP group so you can kind of think and like get some more tips and tricks? She's like, yeah, that'd be great. I'm like, do me a favor, write your address down here. I'll send you some samples. 3 days later, she bought $300 worth of product. Because I didn't push it on her, right? I didn't tell her what she had to do. I didn't become a salesperson. I became a person who's actually really sincerely a trusted advisor. And for those of you that are makeup artists, I know Erin and like a couple other people on my team who are like amazing makeup artists. One of the biggest things we'll do is make that client who maybe saw you for something else, turn them, become their beauty advisor. Take them from their bridal makeup and turn them into your regular makeup guru. And the best way that you can do that is just keep sharing it. That means sometimes offering complimentary makeup lessons, knowing that it might not go anywhere, and that's okay, because they might tell somebody else, right? So just being open, being honest, being sincere, and you guys make sure your clothes at sale. Do not let them leave without giving you the form, making sure all their credit card information is on there, and their phone number, if a person's gonna buy, like it's different, like if that person shows up like I was just telling you about, that's a little bit of a different situation, but make sure that you're closing that sale in a gentle and cool way, and make sure they end up in your VIP group. That's the best sales that you can get later. You can always be like, hey, bring people into the VIP group. It's awesome. I'll throw out samples to anybody who brings people into the group, right? So there's so many different ways of doing it, but let's not be the creepy direct sales companies that are like really weird and creepy about it. Let's be the LimeLight way of doing things and just be really authentic and sincere and make sure that like at the end of the day, you're getting what you need out of it, but more importantly, your client is getting what they need out of it, because guess what? The more they do that, they will be your biggest advertisers. You won't need to be on Facebook and on the phone and outside doing buy this, look how pretty this is, look at this, look, do this, because they will be your voice. And that's, I don't know, for those of you guys, like I've been here since August of 2014, and like most of my money comes from other people telling other people. And it took me a minute, it took me a long time because I didn't have direct sales background, it took a while. But those are because people know me, I'm not gonna shove it down their throat. And I think that's why, like, if you do that, you can be really successful. So I could babble on forever, but I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to give a mic over to Lindsay.